What I would like to do is I would like to examine some of the assumptions that we have for some of the most basic techniques. Have any of you ever practiced certain techniques that you don't like, and you do them, but it doesn't feel right for some reason, and you don't feel that you're executing them skillfully? Somehow your partner feels very heavy, you haven't succeeded in taking their balance. If you haven't, then you can come up here and replace me. But I certainly have. In fact, over the years, there have been certain techniques which I would actually avoid because I could do it technically and make it appear reasonably okay, but I didn't have confidence in doing that, and I knew it was not working at a fundamental level. The last few years, I've been examining this conundrum and trying to find out what were the common factors that prevented techniques from working. And so I'm going to throw out a couple of theories to you. And Carlos, ¿puedes ayudar? Okay. This is Carlos from Querétaro, Mexico, and he helped me out just a couple of months ago when I was down there in San Miguel. Okay. One of the techniques that I disliked very much, but it was a secret, was kata te dori, ikkyo, omote, etc. Okay, so this is kind of what we have, right? He grabs me very strongly. So I come out here, and move to the side, and attempt to do it. Now he's a pretty strong person. 相手がギュッと掴んで、よく見るでしょ? So, ギュッと掴んで means grab powerfully. Okay? And extend, the key. All right, here's the problem. If I had forearms like John, I could do this. My forearms are not very big. Here's the problem. When he grabs me, look at him when he grabs me. Look at his posture. What do you notice about his posture? It's stable. Okay? And I'm allowing him to grab because you say this is the basic technique. So I am putting myself, in order to practice this basic technique, at a disadvantage. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay? All right. Now, how does that bode for my possibilities of success in the technique if I start out at a disadvantage? Does that make any sense? Okay? What happens when someone grabs you strongly and you tense? Okay, Carlos, I'm going to move my arm around. You grab me as hard as you can and you prevent my movements. Prevent, stop me from moving. There you go. Now I ask you, why can he prevent me from moving? Why? What's going on at an anatomical level? Don't you think he feels what I'm doing, especially if I put tension in my arm?
Yes,
Yeah, he gets feedback. Because for me to move my arm around, I have to send a mental command down to the muscles. Okay? The problem is, he's tapped in. He's surveilling my body. And my mental commands. So how can I stop that? What can I do? All right. Let's look at a couple of things. Grab me, please. Is there anything different? No. Analyze his posture for a moment. It's slightly altered. Now, if I say grab me, he's going through a mental process where he's going to, like that, right? So he mentally takes a snapshot. He's had all of his training in Aikido for years and years. So he's going to grab me tightly. Okay, please. What happened? All I did two things. I turned my wrist to the inside, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I made a little hip turn here. I set it up. Now look at him. So I could do it without straining because I took the trouble to take his balance. Once again. I'll do it slow so you can see what I'm doing more. Now notice what I'm omitting. If I did this here, I would be coming up here. Have you ever got into a struggle with a partner here?
Oh, yes.
Why should that happen in the basic technique, which is a building block of Aikido? Is it that the curriculum is poorly put together, or is it something to do with the people involved? Well, I think it does. But why should we let him grab here? If we're going to be clever, why should we start out at a disadvantage? Just make a little change. Not making a big, huge effort. Please? Thank you. Can you feel my arm?
It's neutral.
Okay, it's neutral. Grab them, please. See what I did? I did two things. I turned my wrist inward slightly, and I moved. I've never done anything with him before, but he looks like he's a stout lad. Okay, so what I would like you to do is practice with a partner. Let's have a young lady help me here. Instead of, go ahead and grab real strongly. Look at your partner's posture, and have them, your partner grab again. Turn it in slightly, and pivot just a little bit. Everything's totally different. You can do a good ikkyo this way. You set them up. You take the balance. Just as logical.